Incremental greetings. Let's continue the Supermemo Course, the Pleasurable example. We start a new section, the learning flow. We already have seen the element types, how they behave, how you can convert them, the pros and cons, and the element parameters, regardless of their type. So now we are ready to go further, start with the learning flow. We will cover now the learning stages. We have seen a preview of that, if you remember, the new material we have seen before. Let's dig into that.
You can see it here, stages, which is new material. You have
That's the one, new material. If you remember, it was the pending queue, and when we played with the ordinals, and it was in this color, more or less, this pale cyan color. Then there are three different stages: outstanding material, new material, and the final reel. Oh yeah, sorry, you have here the... By the way, it's curious that the pending topic, the T, has a border, a black border on the letter, but not the item. So then, do you see they have a number, 1, 2, 3? It's because that's the order. Outstanding material will be material, elements at the end of the day, from the outstanding queue. We will see this in the next video, what it is. Then, once it is finished, meaning you empty this queue, if this ever happens, or you decide to skip to the next element, or you decide to skip to the next stage, is the new material. Usually this will be, if it's grayed out, it's because there's no priority queue. There is no pending queue at all. So you cannot have this stage. And then you have the final reel, which is an optional step that also we will cover later.
the outstanding stage, which is your normal repetitions, the drill stage that we have already seen. New material is when you maybe import external collections and their status as this other here, which means that you have to do repetitions of this in the stage of new material to have them become like this or
become memorized. It's usually an artificial situation. I have imported something, it's already pre-cooked. I'm not reading this, it's already in the flashcard form because I imported from a different place, different software. And a good example is Advanced English Collection. It's not limited to items, by the way. You can also introduce topics, but it's even more obscure case.
Or you can do process branch, memorize, learning, remember. I don't know why I continue to say memorize, okay? Done, undismiss, and dismiss do what you probably know, like you dismiss all the branch or you undismiss all the branch.
Okay, I will take this in this video instead of a dedicated one. What he said needs some clarification. Okay, so I will create, I'm using a simple collection in this case. This item is memorized. It's part of the learning process. It will be outstanding in 4 days, meaning it's in the priority queue, and in 4 days it will also be in the outstanding queue. Nice. So now which stage am I? Outstanding material. Why I cannot do new material? It's grayed out. Because I have nothing that is pending. What I could do is to force this learning and forget. Forget removes the currently displayed element from the learning process. Do you see there's not even a key binding for it? And then is the position. Do you remember the ordinal? That's the ordinal, number 1. Why is 100%? Because it's itself. The queue will be just this item. Nice. Do you see now? So now, if I go to the stages, I do have new material. But I don't have final drill. How is that? I had a final drill before. It was an option that I could select, not anymore. Not anymore. Why? Because now I don't have any item that is memorized. As soon as I do another one, another close deletion, here you go, this one, Now, if I go to my learning stages, I have the final drill. So the point of this video is that you have 3 stages. They are from 3 different queues: outstanding, pending, and final drill queue. And when you finish one, Supermemo will go to the next. Let's go there. So let's do the learn. That's how we start the learning flow. Okay, now that's a repetition of an item. Here you go. Repetition of another item. But what happened here? That is from here. Okay, no worries. Pam, pam, pam. This is outstanding. All of this information is in the status bar that we will cover. And now I have this one that I just did. Do you see now I'm in a loop? It shows me this and again and again. This case is really common for newbies. That this doesn't end, isn't never ending. What happened in Supermemo is that it shifts the learning stage implicitly. If we now go to learn on stage, I cannot do outstanding material anymore because I have emptied the outstanding queue. This will only happen if you use auto postpone, something like that, or it's in the few days of the collection, and this won't happen anymore. And I have new material and final drill. In which stage am I? This is only shown on the statistics window, in the review field. So now I know I am in the final drill, even though I have no feedback when I did enter the final drill. And how so I didn't do the new material first? That is the second stage, if I still have one pending element. And by the way, we will discover all of that in this section in the upcoming videos. By the way, you can at any time override this, because remember, in Supermemo the user is God, let's say, that has the power to override everything. So if I don't want the final drill, let me go to new material. Here you go. It's this one. And also you know that because here it says pending. Cool, right? The only thing I cannot do is to go to a queue and a stage, which queue is empty. But as a user, I can manually build this queue. See, this is organic. Then tomorrow, whatever it becomes outstanding, it will be in this queue, and I will do the reps and so on. But I can overrule this. And today, just now, if I want, I can add elements in any queue, by the way. Any of those 3. I have absolute power, and I can change it as many times as I want within the same day. There's absolutely no limit. But before doing this, which we will do, first we need to introduce other concepts, because you have a lot of power, but you need to know what you're doing. So for now, the learning stage is being introduced, and in the next video we will see actually how to see it in context. See you in the next video.